Taylor Swift brought a lot of sourdough bread to the KC Chiefs' victory party at 1587 Prime Restaurant. The pop star touched the hearts of the lucky diners who were dining at the restaurant after she personally distributed sourdough bread to each table. Taylor Swift entering the eatery wearing a black miniskirt and red top in a nod to the Chiefs' colors. She accessorized with a large black purse and wore her blonde hair straight, while a photo taken at the dining table shows she had her signature red lipstick and black winged eyeliner. Kelsey looked equally polished for the occasion in a knitted gray polo and black pants, while Mahomes, who was also in attendance, wore a matching beige corduroy jacket and pants sit en beziazera trojan den beziazeran vrainanira dater ein dater azir. Shiozere stojo and dedes betreden reader inter. Speaking to Tavies, one lucky diner said that the aroma of the bread dough was already spreading before opening the bag. It was an experience that money could not buy, and even in his dreams he could not imagine one day seeing the pop star in person, and even enjoying Taylor's top-notch baking skills. Taylor has kept up the habit of going to 1587 to sip delicious The Alchemy cocktails with her fiancé and friends after every Chiefs game at Arrowhead. That accidentally made 1587 Prime always in a state of no empty tables every game night. Not only promoting her business career, Taylor also made her future husband yearn for a brand baby. Watch her and Travis pamper the adorable babies in the VIP room or at the restaurant. Mr. Redwood is clearly in love. The hum of conversation at 1587 Prime was already turning from the clink of cutlery into the soft roar of celebration when, just after dessert courses were cleared, the room changed. What began as another post-game dinner for friends and family of the Kansas City Chiefs became, for a handful of stunned strangers, a night they'll be telling for years. Not because of the victory at Arrowhead, but because Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce walked table to table handing out loaves of sourdough bread. Multiple diners at the restaurant spoke to reporters in the hours after the meal, describing the surreal, intimate moment when the pop superstar crossed the marble-topped dining room to distribute the fragrant, slightly tangy loaves that have lately become the couple's culinary calling card. Their accounts, consistent in small but telling details, paint a portrait of a celebrity who prefers to keep kindness unshowy and personal. "It was like a scene out of a movie," said one diner who asked that her name not be used. Taylor approached our table with 2 brown paper bags, and she smiled like she knew exactly how ridiculous and sweet the whole thing was. She said, "We baked some bread this morning. Would you like one?" And then she handed me the bag. That simple exchange, a famous musician, fresh from the field of global pop success, placing a loaf of bread into the hands of a restaurant patron, was the common thread. Another guest described how Taylor, cheeks flushed from laughter and conversation, leaned in to make a private joke with a nearby couple before dropping the bag into their laps. "I was shocked. I was more shocked than when any celebrity walked in," the guest said. "You never expect Taylor Swift to walk up and hand you something she's been making herself. She was so gentle about it, no fanfare, just really warm." Those who were present say the bread was a deliberate, thoughtful gesture. Sources at the restaurant described a small crew, some of Taylor's team, some of the Kelce's own staff, coordinating with the kitchen so each table could receive a loaf without interrupting the private celebration. The loaves were wrapped in simple paper and carried in with the same unpretentious care as any item from the kitchen. "It wasn't paparazzi theater," said one server. "Taylor wanted to say thank you to their support and to share something simple and human." She chatted for a moment, posed for a quick photo here and there, and then moved on. "It was the most normal, extraordinary thing I've ever seen." Several diners recalled Taylor's quiet demeanor at the table, attentive, present, and funny. "She wasn't standing on ceremony," one patron said. "She was asking about the game, laughing at something Travis said, and making sure we took extra bread if we wanted it. You could tell she enjoys these small moments of connecting with people." Guests said Trav hovered close by, laughing with teammates and family, then stepping in to pull chairs closer for quick photo requests. At one point, he helped hold the door as Taylor slipped through with another bag in hand. The reaction from the floor was immediate. Smartphones emerged, of course, but several diners were careful and respectful, asking before they raised a camera and keeping their phones lowered during the brief private chats. It felt like you were intruding into something sweet and private, and everyone respected that, the server said. Fans asked for pictures, got them, and then went back to their meals. Nobody shouted or made a scene. It wasn't just the bread, the anonymous diner reflected. It was the fact that someone who could have kept the whole evening behind velvet ropes chose to step into the room and share something handmade. That's what people remembered. The Kansas City Chiefs crushed the Las Vegas Raiders in a dominant 31-0 win on Sunday, October 19th, their first shutout regular season victory since 2011. For the first time, the team's big three were all active: Rice, Marquise Hollywood Brown, and Xavier Worthy. "Now, it seems like we're coming together as a team," Mahomes told reporters after the game. Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce took that sentiment one step further. "I think it's just a glimpse of what you're going to see from here on out," Kelce told. "We're going to get more and more in sync, having the full gambit, full arsenal. As long as we all keep playing unselfish and getting excited for each other, sky's the limit." Cheering on Kelce at Arrowhead Stadium on Sunday, his fiancée, Taylor Swift. While the pop star kept a very low profile and managed to avoid the Jumbotron, Swift was spotted in Kelce's suite alongside her dad, Scott Swift. The 10-time Pro Bowler and his future bride headed to Kelce and Mahomes' restaurant 1587 Prime at the Lowe's Hotel after the game. Swift wore a red tank top, black shorts, and black boots, while Kelce wore a collared shirt with black pants. They enjoyed dinner with a large group of friends. Thus far this season, Swift has only attended home games. Swift quietly returned to Arrowhead Stadium to watch Kansas City's loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in Week 2 and looked on as the Chiefs defeated the Baltimore Ravens 37-20 in Week 3. The 14-time Grammy winner also attended the Chiefs' 30-17 win over the Detroit Lions last week. The newly engaged couple has a lot to toast to this week. In addition to celebrating the Chiefs' blowout win, Swift's record-breaking new album, The Life of a Showgirl, held on to the #1 spot atop the Billboard charts for the second week in a row. Restaurant staff said the bread will likely become another footnote in the couple's public history. A private habit made public, a piece of domestic ritual that translates well as an emblem of generosity. The Journal of Celebrity Moments might someday list it among countless kinds of PR-friendly goodwill, but tonight's diners insist it felt more authentic than that. "It was the way she handed it to us," one man said, still smiling, "like she was borrowing our kitchen for a minute to give us something that would make a regular Thursday feel nicer. I'll remember that loaf for a long time." As the guests left into the Kansas City night, some bound for the team hotel, others for cabs and quiet nights at home, the stories circulated in hushed, delighted tones. Taylor Swift's sourdough, observers say, will likely be consumed quickly, but the aftertaste of the evening, the warmth of an unassuming gesture made in the glow of a private celebration, will linger in memory long after the crumbs are gone. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are reportedly set for small wedding ceremony. After announcing their engagement in August 2025, the couple sparked excitement among fans about when and how the wedding will be. Amid ongoing speculations about the wedding ceremony, insiders recently revealed to Radar Online that Swift and Kelce are looking forward to a private celebration. The source stated that there will be a private ceremony that will include family and just a few friends, adding, "Taylor and Travis like to go big or go home, but when it comes to their wedding, less is more. A ceremony will be perfect," the source noted. It is pertinent to mention that although Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have not revealed any wedding plans publicly, their pals suggest that the wedding will be in summer 2026 at the Grammy winner's $17 million waterfront mansion in Rhode Island.